Let's dive into the rich tapestry of the Bible, a book of profound wisdom and timeless teachings. This ancient text, revered as sacred by billions around the globe, has not only shaped the Christian faith, but it has also left an indelible mark on world history and culture. Its stories, parables, and teachings have been a source of inspiration, guidance, and solace for countless generations. Now let's turn our attention to the book of Genesis. As the inaugural book of the Bible, Genesis sets the stage for the entire biblical narrative. It is here where we encounter the creation of the world, the fall of humanity, and the early chapters of our collective story. Genesis is more than just an account of origins. It is a book of beginnings that paints vivid portraits of our human condition, lessons of faith, and the promise of redemption. It lays the foundational truths of our existence and offers a glimpse into the divine plan. Genesis 25, a chapter of transition and transformation, is our focus today. This chapter is packed with significant events that mark a shift in the narrative of the Bible. It begins with the end of an era, the death of Abraham, the patriarch of faith. His passing signifies the end of a generation and the beginning of a new one. The baton is passed on to his sons, Isaac and Ishmael, who come together to bury their father. The story then transitions to the birth of twins, Jacob and Esau, to Isaac and Rebekah, a momentous event that sets the stage for a sibling rivalry of biblical proportions. The tension reaches its peak when Esau, in a moment of weakness, sells his birthright to Jacob for a bowl of stew, a decision that would have far-reaching consequences. A tale of two nations, two destinies unfolds in this chapter, setting the stage for a drama that spans generations. Peeling back the layers of Genesis 25 reveals a narrative rich in symbolism and foreshadowing. Let's begin with the first verse. Here we observe Abraham, the patriarch, taking another wife named Keturah. It's a seemingly simple verse, but it sets the groundwork for the lineage of nations that comes after. Now, moving on to verse 5 and 6, we encounter Abraham's decision to give all he had to Isaac, his son, by Sarah, while bestowing gifts to the sons of his concubines. This act is a significant pointer to the future, where Isaac becomes the chosen line through which God's promise to Abraham would be fulfilled. The narrative takes a more dramatic turn in verse 27. We're introduced to the twins, Esau and Jacob, sons of Isaac and Rebekah. Esau, the firstborn, is a skilled hunter, while Jacob is described as a quiet man dwelling in tents. The tension between these brothers begins in verse 29 to 34. Esau returns from the field famished, and Jacob, seizing the opportunity, offers him a bowl of stew in exchange for his birthright. The significance of this exchange cannot be overstated. In the ancient world, the birthright was a privilege of the eldest son, granting him authority and a double portion of the inheritance. Esau's willingness to trade his birthright for a meal is a powerful portrayal of how he undervalued his future for immediate gratification. Jacob's desire for the birthright, on the other hand, shows his value for the spiritual over the physical, aligning with God's sovereign choice. In verse 32, Esau's dismissive response, "I am about to die, of what use is a birthright to me?" underscores his lack of foresight and appreciation for his privileged position. This act foreshadows the later conflict and struggle between these brothers and their descendants. In these verses, we see the human struggle for identity, inheritance, and blessing play out in raw and real ways. Genesis 25, a mirror to our own lives, invites us to reflect and respond. This chapter is a testament to the power of patience and faith, and it underscores the significance of spiritual inheritance. It prompts us to ask ourselves, are we patient in our pursuits? Are we placing our faith in the right places? And are we valuing our spiritual inheritance? The narrative of Esau selling his birthright for a bowl of stew is not just a historical anecdote. It's a cautionary tale about the danger of instant gratification and the importance of valuing our spiritual inheritance. It invites us to reflect on what we might be trading away for temporary comforts. The story of Isaac praying for Rebekah teaches us about faith and patience. It reminds us that answers to our prayers may not come immediately, but they will come in due time. May the lessons of Genesis 25 inspire us to value what truly matters, to pursue our divine calling, and to live lives of faith and purpose.